Can you tell us about your class, Dreaming with David? In other words, what does that mean, dreaming with David? People might not know what that means, and what can they expect the class to be like if they've never taken it?
Well, most people know that dreams are nighttime events. We go to sleep and something magical happens, images and stories and deep feelings and experiences that we don't identify with in our normal day. It could be monsters or deep fears or nightmares or great ecstasies or all kinds of experiences. So during the day, we also have experiences that have dreaming aspects, meaning they're a little bit beyond our awareness to notice. I may have an excitement but not let myself get as excited as I am. Or I may feel great about myself but be shy to say that to someone. Or I may feel really down but act more okay or normal. So I push those experiences away. So in that way, there's extremes at night, called nighttime dreams, but there are extremes, meaning outside of our normal range all the time. Those are dreamings. I call those dreamings. They're things that are outside of our consciousness, but very important to our well-being, very meaningful to our well-being. So in the class, I talk about nighttime dreams and work with people on their nighttime dreams. You can present a story of jumping off a roof, and we could learn something about your desire to fly, for instance. But we also explore your everyday experiences that trouble you. They trouble you, meaning you get uncomfortable with yourself. And uncomfortable with yourself, to some people, means that's not good. But from a dreaming perspective, it means that you're having experiences that are outside of your comfort zone. Those are dreamings. So what we do in the class is I talk about dreaming in general and do some teaching, some discussion, and sort of short lecturettes on topics, and then people will get to present something. So usually we get a chance for 2 or 3 people to present a difficulty, a struggle, or a nighttime dream in their life. That could be, I have a tumor. That could be, I have migraines, body issues. That could be, I have relationship problems, or I'm afraid about money, or I don't like my body, or I'm black walking around in a mainstream culture and people look at me in a certain way as frightening or over-sexualized. All those experiences we'll work with, and I'll look at them as dreamings, look at them for their meaning, the deep experiences that are in there. And when we find those, a deeper healing can happen. That's our hope. So usually we get a number of people who come, and then only like 2 or 3 people will get to work on something specific. And then everyone can learn from that how to approach ourselves with a certain attitude, one of non-judgmentalness, one of openness to deep experiences. So people learn about how I approach people attitudinally. They learn some skills, and they get a chance to bear witness to something usually magical going deeper. So that's the hope. And then some people will just be shyer or not ready yet, and they just can learn in the discussion or from watching other people.
It seems like a really good way to be introduced to you and the kind of work that you do, for people who haven't experienced a class with you or private sessions with you. It seems like a good way to learn about that and experience that for oneself.
That's right. Many people say to me, Lisa, you're so non-judgmental, even on Facebook or when I write. That non-judgmentalness comes from a very deep place. It's not an ethic of mine to saying I don't want to judge people. It comes from the idea of dreaming. And the dreaming notion is that what people are showing that usually gets judged. I'm down, I'm depressed, I'm angry, I was nasty to someone. Then you get judged for that. That the dreaming perspective says there must be something interesting, meaningful, fascinating that's happening. So it's beyond me trying not to be judgmental. It's an openness to something maybe trying to emerge that's not quite out of the ground showing itself. But if it were out of the ground and we could really see it, it might be a healing aspect for that person. So people will get to see what they think of as non-judgmental in me in a more healing, deeper way.
And you'll be holding these, you have held the classes before, and they're open to their video conference, they're open to anyone worldwide, and you'll be hosting these on a fairly regular basis so that people can come in for one, or they can come over time to several and kind of build up the learning if they want to, either way. And the link is in the information above the video.
Right, that's right. Yeah, it's people can come with no experience and just want to watch to see what I do, who is the person behind what they're reading and seeing in Facebook or Psychology Today or in my books. And then some people would want to get help with something specific, because I have this problem that's been going on for years, or it's acute right now. They want help with that. And some people would want to study, learn more about a process-oriented psychological view, a dreaming view. And those people may come to once every month or two to one of the classes, or semi-regularly to see if they can develop more of a healing approach or a new kind of healing approach.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.